Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to make and receive phone calls on your Mac using Mac's new continuity feature. So one of the new features in iOS 8 and OS X Yosemite is continuity, and that's supposed to make using multiple Apple products a lot easier. Now, if you have an iPhone, what you can do is you can connect it to your Mac to make it so when your iPhone gets a call, it will show up on your Mac, and when you want to make a phone call, you can make it on your Mac, and it will use your iPhone to make the call even though you're talking through your Mac. So to show you how to do this, I'm going to bring up my iPhone screen here, and now on both devices you're going to want to make sure that you're logged into the same Apple ID account. So to do this on your Mac, you go to System Preferences, iCloud, and when you click on it, it will show you your account. I'm not going to click on it because it will show the email. And on your iPhone to do this, you go into Settings, scroll down, and you'll see at the very bottom of the screen there it says iCloud. Right below that, it's going to show my email, so I'm not going to scroll any further. But just make sure that both your email on your Mac and on your iPhone are the same. So the next step is you're going to want to make sure that you're connected to the same Wi-Fi network on both your iPhone and on your Mac. So as you can see, I'm currently connected to Jim on my iPhone, and I'm also connected to Jim on my Mac. So next you're going to want to go into your FaceTime settings, and there may be a few cuts here just so I don't show any emails. But if you scroll down on your iPhone, you'll see one of the options here is FaceTime. Now when I tap on it, I will have this option here that says iPhone cellular calls. As long as you've done all the steps I've shown you so far, that option will appear. If you've not done those steps yet, then that will not be there. Now, when I first did this, I did all these steps. However, the option still did not appear, so I had to restart my device, and after that it did work. So try restarting if you've done these and it's not working, because maybe you'll have the same problem I did. So next on your Mac, you're going to want to go into FaceTime. Okay, so now I have the FaceTime app open. You're going to want to go to FaceTime and click Preferences. Now once again, you're going to see this iPhone cellular calls option right here. I just have that covered up so you don't see any phone numbers or emails. But once again, that option will not show if you've not done all the previous steps, and if you have done the previous steps and it still is not showing, just try restarting and hopefully it'll work. So now that everything is set up, I'm going to call my phone and see what happens. You'll see that the call appears on my phone a little bit before it shows on my Mac. I'm not sure if that's because, there it is, it's appearing there, and now it's appeared here. So I'm going to hit accept, and now I can talk, and everything just works fine. You can see in the corner, there's the little window showing that the call is working. You can see the wavelength of voice. You can see the wavelength of the other person's voice as well. You have your options of turning on FaceTime. However, this is my home phone, so it does not have FaceTime. You can mute, you can end the call. But you'll see on my phone, I have an option here that says touch to return to call. Now, if I touch that option, the call is going to go from my Mac and it's going to switch over onto my phone. However, once it's on my phone, there's no way of putting it back onto the Mac, so just make sure once you've put it on, you're not going to go back. So if I tap the button, it'll bring up the call. It'll see it here, call transferred to iPhone, and it went away. So now I can call in here, I can do whatever, I can end it. So next I'm going to show you how to make calls from your Mac. Now, first you can do this by going into contacts. Okay, so here's the contacts for my home number. I have all the numbers and contacts covered up, but I just showed you here, my phone number appears right here, as you can see by the little 4 here. Now if I put my mouse over it, this phone icon appears. Now if I click this, it will use my iPhone to call through my Mac. So the little window will appear up in the top corner like it was before, and it will start calling my home phone. Now one thing you can't do on your Mac is you cannot just enter in a phone number and call it. It has to be somebody in your contacts or something you found on a web page. So somebody made a program for that. I have it here. It's called Continuity Keypad. You can find it by just searching that up on Google. And basically it lets you type in any phone number and just call it. So I'm just going to type in some random number and hit call. And you'll see it says click here to make the call. So I can choose to call it or cancel. I'm just going to hit cancel for now, but that is one way you can just enter in a phone number. I find it really weird Apple does not let you do that normally, but if that's something you're going to want to do, then you can just download that program. Now one other way you can make a phone call is by seeing it on a website. So if I go into Safari, and I'm going to go to Apple's website, down here you'll see they have their number. It's 1-800-MY-APPLE. So I'm going to select that number, and a box will appear around it. Now I can click on the little drop down arrow right here, and I'll get the option to call 1-800-MY-APPLE using iPhone. I'm not going to do that now because I don't need to call Apple, but yeah, that's another way you can do it. So if you're on a website and it says you can order something using this phone number, instead of going to your phone and entering the number in, you can just select the number, click the drop-down box, and call the number straight from your Mac. So that is how you can make and receive phone calls on your Mac. I hope this helped you, and please subscribe to see more videos like this.